Task D. Discuss with your friends why and how Rahim invited Pratik. So you need to discuss with your friends. So here is the tips. Um, Rahim invited Pratik in order to request him to attend an opening ceremony of his father's business, who has recently returned after spending 3 tough years abroad. Okay, now let me tell you. This is the answer of why. So the question was, discuss with your friends why and how Rahim invited Pratik. So first question, why? Why Rahim invited Pratik? Rahim invited Pratik in order to request him to attend an opening ceremony of his father's business, who has recently returned home after spending 3 tough years abroad. Now, how Rahim invited Pratik? Rahim invited Pratik by writing an informal invitation email. A. Study the following statements and their question tags. A. IOM promotes humane and orderly migration, doesn't it? They are supposed to work for 1 year, aren't they? The applicants should maintain diary of events, shouldn't they? They are appointed for the post in several branches, aren't they? Aren't they? E. Qualified candidates can write an email or send handwritten application, can't they? Okay, now let's do task B. Read the following sentences and correct the mistakes in question tags. First, you need to understand what is question tag. Question tag is a short question added at the end of any statement. This is statement and this is short question. This short question is called tag question. Now you need to understand the rule. Rule number 1, positive statement, negative tag, or negative statement, positive tag. This is rule number 1. Positive statement, negative tag. Negative statement, positive tag. Example. Look at this. Question D. They are appointed for the post in several branches. This is positive statement. Look, there is no not. That's why negative tag. Aren't. Short form of not. Aren't they? Look at this question number E also. Qualified candidates can write an email or send handwritten application, can't they? Again, look, this is statement. There is no not or there is no no. That's why this is positive statement. Hence, we need negative tag. There is no any negative statement and positive tag. That's why I have just made one for you for an example. Look at this. He isn't listening. Easy. This is negative statement. That's why we need positive tag. If the statement has positive auxiliary verb, then change that auxiliary verb into negative auxiliary verb and vice versa. Vice versa means if the statement has negative auxiliary verb, then change the negative auxiliary verb into positive auxiliary verb. Example. Look at this. Question C. The applicants should maintain diary of events. Should. This is positive auxiliary verb. And this positive auxiliary verb has changed into negative auxiliary verb. Should, shouldn't. And here I have already given this example. This is also auxiliary verb. It, isn't. This is negative auxiliary verb. Now we have changed this negative auxiliary verb into positive auxiliary verb. Now, rule 2. You need to recognize the verb. If the statement has verb to, then you need to use did or didn't. Example: Darpan invited his friends. Don't look at this, this is wrong. Darpan invited his friends, didn't he? Invited, this is verb to. That's why we need past, didn't. Darpan invited his friends. This is in past tense. There is verb to, and this is positive statement. That's why negative tag didn't. Didn't. And if the statement is in present tense, then look at the verb 1 and verb 5. If there is verb 1, use do or don't. If there is verb 5, then use does or doesn't. Simple. Now let's do the task B. Okay, first of all, understand what is the question asking you to do. Task B. Read the following sentences and correct the mistakes in question tags. Example: Darban invited his friends, doesn't he? This is the mistake. So mistake has been corrected. Doesn't is incorrect. Didn't is correct. Now A. Kunal has gone to market. So we have the auxiliary verb has and we have subject Kunal. Kunal is singular. Singular takes has. So not haven't he, but hasn't he. Question B. Ram and Lakshman are twins. Are not they? Oh, another rule. Always use the short form, not the full form, like are or not. Yes, we have are. Now we need to use the negative form of are, that is are not, but we have to use it in short form. So this is incorrect. We have to make it aren't. Aren't. And then Ram and Lakshman. We have two persons, and that's why they. And question mark. This question mark is very important. Don't forget to put. Question C. Abdul will buy a new car. Want Abdul? We have to use pronoun instead of the noun. We have Abdul. This is noun. We have to change this noun into pronoun. So Abdul, he. And here, will is positive. That's why want. But not Abdul, but he. Like Abdul will buy a new car. Won't he? And question mark. Dolma has a car. Hasn't she? There is no mistake. Dolma has a car. Hasn't she? Sanam had written a letter. Didn't they? So we have the auxiliary verb had. We have to change this had into hadn't. And Sanam is a boy, one boy. And the pronoun used for one boy is he. So hadn't he? Question mark. Sanam had written a letter. Hadn't he? G. I never go out in the evening. Don't I? This is verb 1. Verb 1. And if you see closely, this never is negative word. That's why we need positive tag. So we need to use either do or don't for above one. Therefore, this is negative, we need positive. Do, 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 then do I. I never go out in the evening. Do I? Next. H. Let's have a party. Will you? So this let's always takes shall. Shall we? This is simple. We have to just memorize or remember. Let's takes shall we always. Let's have a party. Shall we? I. I am doing great at school. Amn't I? There is no such word like this. So in the place of am, we have to write aren't I, then question mark. I am doing great at school. The negative of am is aren't. And then we have the subject pronoun, we have the pronoun I. So I am doing great at school, aren't I? Okay, now let's do task C. Supply the correct question tags to the following statements. A. Seema enjoyed the event a lot. So now we have verb to. If there is verb to, then we need to use either did or didn't. And look at this. This is positive statement. That's why we need to use the negative tag. That's why didn't. And Seema. Seema, this is noun. We need to use pronoun. Pronoun used for a girl is she. So she and question mark. Final answer. Seema enjoyed the event a lot. Didn't she? Now next B. My father had recently returned home from abroad. We have auxiliary verb has. Now we have to change this positive auxiliary verb into negative, that is hasn't. And we have my father. This is noun. Now we need pronoun. My father, he, then question mark. So the answer is my father has recently returned home from abroad. Hasn't he? Rajkumar cannot write with his left hand. We have auxiliary verb in negative. Cannot. Now we have to change this auxiliary verb into positive. Can. And then a Rajkumar is a boy. So he. And question mark. Rajkumar cannot write with his left hand. Can he? Rajkumar cannot write with his left hand. Can he? Question D. Navina has decided not to go to a university. So we have Navina has decided. Has decided. This is positive auxiliary verb. Now we have to change this positive auxiliary verb into negative auxiliary verb, that is hasn't. And in the place of Navina, we have to write C and question mark. So answer is Navina has decided not to go to a university. Hasn't she? Question E. My mother believes in honesty. So believes, this is verb 5. Present tense, verb 5. Look at this. Verb 5 either takes does or doesn't. So now we need negative because this is positive statement. So we need doesn't. In the place of my mother, we need to write she, then question mark. So answer, my mother believes in honesty. Doesn't she? Next, F. My neighbor is starting his new business. We have auxiliary verb is. Now make it negative. Isn't. In the place of my neighbor, we can write he, then question mark. So my neighbor is starting his new business. Isn't he? G. I am good at drawing. We have auxiliary verb positive. Now negative of am is aren't. Then I. Aren't I? Question mark. H. My brother and sister are happy. We have auxiliary verb are. This is positive. Make it negative. That is aren't. Then my brother and sister. This is plural. That's why they. Answer, my brother and sister are happy, aren't they? Next. I. We have arranged a meeting at 6 p.m. And we have the auxiliary verb have. And this is positive auxiliary verb, so make it negative. Haven't. And pronoun we and question mark. So answer is, we have arranged a meeting at 6 p.m. Haven't we? J. Nisu won't buy a new notebook. We have auxiliary verb want. We have to change this negative auxiliary verb into positive. The positive of want is will. And then Nisu is a girl. So C. Will she? Nisu won't buy a new notebook. Will she? Will she? Okay. Nobody has solved the puzzle. Nobody. This is negative. Okay, now question K. Nobody has solved the puzzle. We have auxiliary verb has, and this is nobody. This is negative word. This negative word nobody has made this sentence negative sentence. So this is negative sentence. In the place of nobody, we need to use they. This is a rule. Look at this. Nobody, somebody, no one, everybody, anyone will be changed into they in question tag. And this they is plural and plural takes have. So the answer is have they. Nobody has solved the puzzle, have they? Last one. They hardly attend social functions. They hardly, this hardly also negative word, and this had made negative sentence, and we have they. So we need the positive tag, and we have verb 1. So we need do, and then same they, do they. They hardly attend social functions. Do they? Writing to. Imagine your uncle has recently got a new job. Imagine your uncle has recently got a new job. Your family is organizing a party to celebrate the achievement. Now, write a message of invitation to your friend to attend the party. Here is the sample answer. However, you can write your own message of invitation. So, let me read for you. Answer, writing to answer. A message of invitation. Please join us in celebration. Our uncle has recently got a new job. To celebrate this success, our family has organized a celebration party. You are invited to join us in celebrating this achievement. Would be pleased to have you. Saturday, 23rd November 2024. Venue, Hotel Gajur Palace, Dharan. Time, 6 p.m. Please RSVP to 981 000000. Please responde silver plate. It means please respond to 981 000 000.